It was just a tough situation. Every day I got home from school, I wasn't sure if I was going to have anything to eat, or the power was going to be on, or if my brothers were going to be in and out. My brothers had a really bad problem with drugs. I had a sister that was handicapped, and she was at home. My mom did what she could to take care of her. There'd be nights where I hear gunshots outside my window, and not sure if on my way to school I'm gonna see dead bodies laying in my yard. And that's when my dad and the pastor rode around, and they found UMCH group home. I think the hardest thing for me was trying to understand why my dad didn't want me, and that's kind of how I thought at first. And it was hard. It was a hard adjustment. I wasn't able to see my family. I just think that the biggest thing about what the home did, when I kind of softened up, they kind of showed me that, what, we care for you. We can't change your past, but we can help build a brighter future. I learned how to tie a tie. I went to, I got my permit. They taught me how to drive. It was all the little intangibles that as a kid, mom and dad, you want from them. I didn't get, but I got from them. My 8th grade year, when I got the news that my mom had been severely murdered. She was stabbed 26 times, and they threw her body out in the field. And I've heard to this day it was a drug deal going bad, but the first people that were there were the home. They supported me. They nurtured me through this horrific event. My 9th grade year, I learned that my sister, who was not supposed to live to be 3, she had got severe brain cancer and a big tumor in her brain, and she ended up passing. And this was the start of my high school year. I'm already trying to get acclimated with my mom leaving me, and then going to high school, and now I have another death in the family. My dad wasn't taking it very well. He was constantly in and out of the hospital. He tried to commit suicide through alcoholism. He found out that he was a diabetic, and he wasn't taking his medicine properly. All this compounded on me still trying to adjust to the home. It was very hard. But once again, I had house parents, I had the guys, I had support, and they said, whatever you need, we're here for you. Sophomore year, junior year, got into sports, got really good at football, found out that I was going to get an academic and a football scholarship to A&M. My very first practice, I look over there on the fence and I see one of the group home parents. They're supporting me. It was just amazing. I felt like that there was something inside of me that was getting me through that, but I just, without the support of UMCH, I couldn't have made it. I can remember as a junior in high school talking to one of my teachers. I said, who basically had a PhD. I said, what? I want to have 3 degrees by the time I'm 30. I turned 30 December 27, this past December 27, and I'm finna walk to get my 3rd degree. So, it's all about putting your mind to it, setting your mind to it, trusting God, and having a good support system. And I feel like I exemplify all those things. When I teach and when I coach, I feel like that it's God's message coming through me. So that's why I feel like I'm able to influence so many lives and bring so many people to God, because it's Him. I'm His vessel. I just let Him take over, and He steers me in whatever direction He wants me to go in.